Hey there, welcome back to another set review. This one's a small one. It's one of the newer Star Wars sets for 2024. This is the Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack. And I was really excited when I heard the rumor that this was coming out, and I finally picked it up. I will say, maybe it isn't worth nearly 20 bucks. I mean, I paid it. I was fine with it, but I feel like it could have been a little bit cheaper. But before we take a look at the build itself, which is actually pretty good, it's not perfect, but it is nice. I'll push it off to the side a little bit so we can take a look at the 4 minifigs, which in this case are all brand new. And two of them, or I guess these in particular, we'll start with these ones, the Imperial Commandos. These guys are fantastic minifigs. Look at this. Look how glorious these guys are. Brand new helmet pieces, and they've got great printing if it will focus. And yeah, look at this. They got sand blue detailing. They're just so well decorated. Got the guns as well, jetpacks as well, and these are identical. You get 2 of them in the set. They just have black heads, which I guess is fine. But the helmet is amazing. It's dual molded, and it looks brilliant. And these guys really stood out in the Season 3 Mandalorian finale. I think they're just amazing minifigs for sure. Part of the reason I picked it up, obviously, because these guys are just so cool. And they are new figures, new designs, and they're very, very cool. And then we get the 2 heroes in this case, which are a Mandalorian warrior and a night owl. And they're both beautifully designed, beautifully printed. Got the sweet jetpacks. I love the color scheme in particular of these guys because they're like regular blue helmets, regular blue gloves with navy blue suits with the shiny metal Beskar, and it's just gorgeous. Look at all these great battle scars on the helmets. And just like the Commandos, there is no helmets for these guys. They are faceless, which I guess is fine. Maybe I would have preferred unique heads under these helmets, or maybe just heads in general for them. But they are really, really great. They remind me of the Mandalorians that came in the 2020 Battle Pack set, which I think are also great. I think these are probably better, but they go really well with those. And yeah, I just think these are great. They got the rangefinders, they got the guns, great armor printing, and what I like is the Night Owl is a female, so her armor is a little bit slimmer, and she has a lot more pouches, and the leg printing is different between these two, and the helmets are different, and I just like the little battle scars. And yeah, these are, in my opinion, these are the highlight of the set, and the reason why I got it. But those are the 4 minifigs. Let's now take a look at the build itself. I'm going to move them aside for just a little bit. Just have them off to the side here. And I'll bring them back into focus later. But I did want to take a look at the build. I'm going to move it here. And you know what? I'll just move all of these guys to the back. He really wants to fall. Okay. Move this here. But there's actually 2 small things we'll take a look at first. We got a stud shooter here, which is really nice. It looks more like a spider, but it's really nice. You can angle it and, of course, shoot it off. And either of the Mandalorians or the Commandos can use this, and it's really nice. And then you get this, which I think is a little bit better. It's a box, Imperial crate. You can open it up, and inside is a thermal detonator, and you get an extra one, which is really nice. It's a little bit of a surprise. I like how consistent this is. It's very cool with the, these slope pieces on the side. It's very nice. You can stick this and the cannon anywhere you want onto the build. And speaking of the build, here it is. Looks very, very, in my opinion, it looks nice. I know it's kind of boring compared to, most Lego Star Wars set builds, but got a clip on this side. So this set is actually designed to go with the Moff Gideon battle set. So if you have that, you can just clip this to the side, and it's like an extra added part of that set. But on its own, it looks nice. You got all these different colors. I really like this dark nougat, which is a really nice color. And I think this is a really nice build compared to most Battle Pack builds, which are kind of hit and miss. Sometimes you can get a speeder or some kind of little, rocky terrain build or something, or, walker or whatever. I think this is really good. It's a nice scenery build. We don't really get scenery that much in Lego Star Wars. So that's really nice. Um, you know, it is kind of plain, but I do like it a lot. And the one feature is this here. We'll get to that in a minute. But you've got a doorway, got some lights on the side here, and you've got a bar on this side, so you can attach something there. And there's the inside, not much. There's a blaster rifle. Here's the ball joint with the feature. We'll talk about that later. And, you know, you can just take a fig, put it in here, and they fit pretty well. Unfortunately, the Mandalorian figure, actually both figures of the set, don't really fit in here because they're both, one, they're kind of too tall, and two, the rangefinder will bump. And I think the commandos can't really fit either. I guess barely they can. This doorway is pretty small. So, you know, if you're wanting to put a figure in there, you might have to make it a little bit wider. But the one great feature about this, and I'll get to the complaint later, but this is a great feature. You see this clear stand, which is a clear piece, and it's connected to a few Technic parts with a ball joint, so you can angle it. And what you're supposed to do is on the box and on the instructions, they say to put one of the commandos on there. So now, because they have a jetpack, they are flying, so you can angle them however you like, and they're, you know, fighting and stuff like that. Or you can take one of the Mandalorians, of course, and do that with them. You can have the same thing. The only problem is they only give you one of these stands, so you could only have one option for flying. I think it's just kind of a missed opportunity. I don't know. I feel like there could have been one stand here, and then they could have added another stand, maybe, I don't know, on the ground or something. So that way there'd be two flying battles instead of just, you know, one fig available for that. But it's really nice, and I do like that feature that you can have the two commandos battling it out. Otherwise, there's no real feature. I mean, I guess the thermal detonator crate and the little cannon. I like to take the cannon and put it in the clip here, and then this box. I guess we can take the box and put it right here, perhaps. And yeah, it's a great little scene. I like this build a lot, even though it's not, like, obviously not the best thing ever. It definitely reminds you of the season 3 finale, and the fact that you can have both of one of these guys jetpack in the air is really nice. And the fact that you can attach this set to the Gideon battle is really clever, and it's really nice that they thought of that. It is going to be a bit expensive if you're going to buy both of the sets, but it's a really nice feature. And the minifigs alone are worth buying the set for, in my opinion. I think 20 bucks, again, is a bit much, but there's enough here that I don't feel ripped off. And, you know, it goes along well with other battle packs, especially, it really just goes well with Mandalorian sets that you have, like any of them, basically. But yeah, it's a really nice set, and if you have multiples, you can always have a bigger battle, and I think it just looks nice with the cannon and these figs, and just the look of it, and I especially like the nougat color with the dark gray and light gray. It adds a lot of, you know, color to this scenery build, I think. So that's about it for this set. Those are my thoughts, good and bad. Again, my only complaint, I wish that there was another ball joint with that stand on this side. That way there would be two fights going on, or a fight going on in the sky. But that's all I have for you for this one. I love the set. I think it's great. The only Star Wars set, to be honest, that I actually cared about buying. Just my opinion. It's just the one I heard about, and I'm like, you know what? That's on my list, and have it. And I think it's really, really great. And I think you should pick it up if you're a fan of The Mandalorian Season 3, if you want some new figs, if you want a great build, and just a fun little thing to build. Let me know what you think of the ambush on Mandalore. Do you think it's a good battle pack? Do you think it's terrible? What do you think we should get next? And do you think they should lower the price or keep it at 20? Let me know. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.